It's summer, and you know what that means? Ice cream. July happens to be National Ice Cream Month, so we decided to make this month's broadcast about ice cream and wanted to show you the world of ice cream as a way of enhancing customer experiences. I tell you, 90% of households eat ice cream on a regular basis, and I tell you, it's pretty good stuff. Thank you, as shown by this cone right here. Coffee ice cream with almonds mixed in, my favorite. The path of ice cream from commodity to experience begins with this humble device, the ice cream maker, invented over 150 years ago. If you think about it, ice cream is simply a bunch of commodities, blended together and frozen, probably less than $1's worth of raw ingredients. Now, combined with your hard labor and time, you can make it at home. Yummy, but a hassle. No thanks. Today's modern grocery store and its ice cream aisle came as a result of the industrial economy which emerged in the early 1900s and packaged goods being created in factories which could produce ice cream, and with the advent of refrigeration, ship it to stores nationwide. Today, we pay more than $5 a half gallon for someone else to do the labor of converting those raw ingredients into the packaged good with a seemingly endless variety of choices. And let's be honest, who hasn't taken home a pint of Ben & Jerry's and eaten it all in just one sitting? With the rise of the service economy in the 1950s, we saw ice cream evolve too, as the good humor man toured suburbia every summer afternoon, attracting kids like the Pied Piper. And the ice cream parlor, now mainstreamed by Baskin-Robbins, took that same product and sold it to us by the scoop. Consumers found themselves enjoying the convenience and access to 31 flavors and paid for the variety and ability to let everyone choose their own flavor rather than settle on one carton from the store. In essence, we began paying for the service of having someone else store and scoop for us. Cone prices today are $2 to $3 a scoop at most ice cream shops. Recently, we've seen attempts to improve the ice cream shop, most notably with the Cold Stone chain. They allow you to add different toppings and customize your product, much like Starbucks, and then mash it together in front of you on a frozen slab in a form of entertainment, reinforced by breaking out in song whenever someone throws $1 in their tip jar. Recently opened in my town is a frozen yogurt shop called Yolati, which ups the ante even more by having the customer build their own creation, much like a salad bar, and then charge you by the ounce. And upping the ante in the world of ice cream is Doc Bernstein's Ice Cream Lab in Arroyo Grande, California. Let me take you on a brief tour of some of the unique and memorable elements of this venue. Doc's periodic table of ice cream is a clever knockoff on the periodic table of elements we learned about in basic chemistry. And parents can commemorate, for a fee of course, their child's very first bite of ice cream with photographs and a souvenir bib from Doc Bernstein's. The proudly displayed world map allows out-of-town customers to mark how far away they came to visit Doc Bernstein's, a cue that reinforces the venue as a special place. Of course, birthday parties are a staple at Doc Bernstein's, as is the weekly Ice Cream Lab show, giving the audience to participate on developing new flavors of ice cream that can be sold in the store. Here we have a lab technician explaining the process and asking the audience to vote on which ingredients should go into this week's flavor. The excitement continues with drama and lights as the entire process unfolds. By the end of it all, everyone in the audience gets to actually taste the creation developed that week, creating a show that is truly family-friendly. And on the way out, customers can buy merchandise to commemorate their visit and share with others their unique and memorable experience at Doc Bernstein's. The question that I like to ask is, what business are you really in? If you look at the establishments we visited today, they all sell ice cream, but I think they all describe and define their businesses differently. They're in the happiness business, the comfort business, or even perhaps the entertainment business. Redefining the business you're in based on the impact you have on customers is key to enhancing the customer experience in what you do. There are some great lessons from the world of ice cream that can be applied right into your environment. The ritual that occurs when you put money in a tip jar causing employees to sing. The celebration that takes place for someone's very first ice cream cone. The acknowledgement that occurs by having a world map that people can place pins to show how far they came to that particular establishment. And the principle of fairness, so that one person, by serving themselves their own ice cream, doesn't feel like they got gypped by paying the same price as someone who got a bigger scoop than them when it's scooped out by an employee. All those things can be put to work in your practice, and you should be thinking about how these elements all add up to better engage the customer. And we can't end this broadcast without bringing up the topic of theming. Did you notice how this one ice cream store used the laboratory as their theme, as their organizing principle? And it affected everything from the little periodic table of ice cream flavors all the way to an actual lab where customers were engaged in helping develop new flavors of ice cream one night each week. I think it's a tremendous, tremendous example of theming, and we'll cover theming in much more detail in a future broadcast. But for now, let's take our hats off to Doc Bernstein and their ability to have an organizing principle to help them design their environment and guide how staff interacts with customers. For the Premium Experience Network, I'm Shareef Mahdavi, and that's how I see it.